Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here. Today I have an Evike box. We all know Evike boxes have been a little lackluster lately. They came out with the Flash Edition Perfect Gift box, and it had like a lot of those toy tanks and gel blasters and stuff like that in it. And then it had a couple of rifles and some pistols and stuff. It was only $200, which is nice because the boxes have been really expensive lately. I figured I'd pick one up, unbox it, and see how we did. So let's dig in. Alright, this is quite a big box. I'm going to put it over here so we can take out the stuff. So you're pretty much guaranteed to get a gel blaster and one of the toy tanks. But the toy tank's actually probably kind of cool, and I'm sure my son will love to play with it. So right off the bat, gel blaster. Fully automatic, eco-friendly, all that good stuff. Hopper, so it's like it works like a paintball gun, I guess. It's got a hopper on the top of it. It looks like a grenade. Oh, it shoots illuminated tracer gel balls. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I guess it's full auto. I don't see it, but yeah, gel blasters are becoming a bigger and bigger thing. I know Australia, they're pretty much like outlawed airsoft, from what I understand there, and gel blasters are soon to be next. Gel blasters are actually pretty cool for what they are. You know, a lot of countries that are banning airsoft and things, they're kind of moving on to the gel blasters. So they're pretty neat. I think this will be fun to play with around the house and everything like that. So I'm not too bummed about getting it. I've never actually shot a gel blaster, but I've seen a lot of videos about them. So, all right. Oh man. Okay. I just ordered some BBs. These are just the EMG 3.2s. I went ahead and grabbed some of those. But they put the BBs directly on top of my tank here. So what do we got? So it's got infrared battle system, full function control, 330-degree rotating turret. It can climb 45 degrees apparently. It recoils back after shooting. Fire indicating lamp, simulation sound, and you have a life count. I guess so if you get more than one of these, you can have like a tank battle. And it does it like infrared. Yeah, infrared battle system. Okay, so it's got a receiver and a transmitter. So if you get two of them, you can add that. That's actually kind of cool. You can have a tank battle and it'll keep track of lives. That's actually kind of cool. Let's see which model this is. Looks like it's the M1A2. Yeah, it's the M1A2. I think that's the Abrams tank. So that's actually kind of cool. I kind of wish I would have bought two of these boxes because me and my son could definitely play with that. So it doesn't look like it actually shoots, which is kind of a bummer, but I mean, that's a pretty cool little like replica toy thing, right? I might actually pick up another one of these just so me and my son can have tank battles. Might be kind of fun. All right. So we got this little bag of swag here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I finally got a new hex patch. Guns and Coffee, evike.com, and a magazine. Guns, Coffee, and a magazine. So you can probably see that a little bit, but it's actually pretty cool. That's a different hex patch than I've had in the past. And then we got some more targets. These are just foam blaster targets. They're just plastic targets. Okay, cool. I've got a million of these, all kinds of targets from Evike now. And then we got us a card. We got the 9 of clubs. I'm pretty sure I've got that. Yeah, I've got 2 of those. That's all right though. Doubles are gonna happen. It's just the way it is. Put those over here. And then now for the grand finale. I think I know what this is, and I think this was the one thing that I kind of actually wanted out of it. So we'll see. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the Sharps Bros, but it's like a folding. You can take the front off and stick it. It's like a extremely collapsible folding breakdown M4. This is just a cool kind of piece. Like, I don't know. Well, it's probably got CYMA Platinum internals, I'm sure. So it probably performs really well, but I think it's just kind of a cool piece to have. Right, so look at it, because I saw that box and I was like, well, I didn't get along, but that's not necessarily true. Right off the bat, it comes with 2 mags. Look decent. Oh. 2 mags right off the back. Got their little card where you can scan to get the manual. And this is it right here. So this is actually a full AR. This is one of the most exciting boxes I've done from Evike in a while. So I think that's pretty cool. And it's got the jack skeleton receiver. So basically, it's got a pistol brace, like the brace on it. You pull this off and do this. So here's what I'll do. We'll make this happen. So you pull this out, right? And then you're gonna, oh man, okay. So you insert it. Can it only go in one way? Okay. So you insert it, and it, oh. The QR code just takes you to the EMG website. I finally found the takedown after looking through a bunch of stuff, and there's not even any instructions on how to put it together. So, okay. So after some serious trial and error, I got it on, as you can see, and then it's got battery contacts in here, and it just goes together like that. And then you got your little SBR. That's a pretty sweet little rifle. All right, it's wired to Dean's. So it's actually an Aries gearbox. It's their Aries EFCS gearbox, the whole shebang. So I know Aries can be tricky with parts. However, I know they make pretty good gearboxes overall. So that's cool. So let's see if we can take this thing down fairly easy. So that goes to the side, and then you're gonna flip this switch right here, twist it, and it pops out, and then you just stick it right up inside the, well, it's a little toit. So it's pretty cool. Take this out, stock, then you just gotta find the groove. That's the hardest part I found. There we go. And then bam, you know, magazine good to go. That's a pretty sweet little replica, and I like the jack too. Looks really awesome. That's the first one I've ever gotten of that. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So I think this was still like a 20 winner box, I want to say. But we'll take a look at the value real quick and see how we're doing. So we paid $200 for the box. I'm sure that's $200 by itself. So the grand prize was the EMG International Gray AR-15 whatever. Of course, P90s. They had 3 of those in there. I've got enough P90s. The Crytac Chris is one that I was really wanting, but it was a 1 of 1. They had some pistols. I'm actually glad I didn't get the pistols and a couple other things. So the takedown is $325 right off the bat, and they priced the gel blaster at $39 and the tank at $49. So I'm not even going to include that. Well, I guess I will. So 40 and 50. So 415 out of 200, 215, doubled our money. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I was a little bummed when I saw this box, but after I got this, like, I like this box. This box actually turned out really well. Now, if you don't have kids, you may not like the box as much because obviously I got the gel blaster. Me and my son can play with that, and then the tank. I might order another one because they're only like $50, and then we can have tank battles. Tank battles are cool. I don't know how old you are, but if you remember a game called Pocket Tanks, they may still have it. Basically, you sat on 2 ends of a cliff and you fired different types of shells at each other. It was like Angry Birds before Angry Birds was a thing, but it was one-on-one. It was a really cool game. Anyway, enough with the old stuff. Yeah, I mean, overall, I'd call that a good win. This is one of the better boxes I've gotten from Evike in a while. I liked it. The value was good. I'm kind of interested to take this out and play with it. I think it's a cool, just like, look at my cat back there. Look at her just sitting there staring. Well, she was staring. I pointed at her, and then she, of course, looked away. But I think that's a really cool piece, like, just to have. Probably going to keep it just because the takedown aspect, I think it's kind of neat, right? Yeah, cool. So like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, shameless plug, all that good stuff. And I guess I'll see you next time. Later.